These are the gifts of the God. Love, joy, gifts of the goddess. Are you ready to receive all the gifts of the goddess? Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess. Are you ready to receive? Love, are you ready? Joy, are you ready? Peace, are you ready? Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess, I am ready to receive all the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace.
Again,
Gifts of the goddess, I am ready to receive love. I am ready. Are you ready? Joy, joy. I am ready. Are you ready? Peace, peace. I am ready. Are you ready? I am ready to receive. These are the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace. Talking about gifts of the goddess, I am ready to receive all the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess, I am ready to receive. Compassion. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Forgiveness. Are you ready? I am ready. Laughter. Are you ready? I am ready. I am ready to receive.
Yes, I am.
Passion. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Ready. Success. Are you ready?
I am ready. Good morning, William. I'm so sorry about your granddaughter. God's got her. God's got her. Jarrell. Hi, girl. Are you ready to receive?
Gifts of the goddess, I am ready to receive all the gifts of the goddess, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the goddess, I am ready to receive.
Yes, are you ready to receive?
I am ready.
I am ready.
I am ready. I am ready, ready to receive. Yes, I am ready to receive. Oh, I am ready to receive.
Yes, I am ready to receive. Father God, we come here today to say thank you in gratitude and love. We are ready to receive all that you have to offer, for everything is a lesson to grow and expand in you, with you, and for you. We are the gift to the world. We're open and receptive to receive and to give this gift of forgiveness and love. And we are grateful for the lessons that we learn. We are grateful for the courses that you give us, the people that you place in our life to teach us the lessons that we must learn while we're on this planet. We desire expansion, Lord. For we know that you are the source of all things, and all things that you give are good. Even when they don't feel good, they are still lessons to expand with you, in you. And so we bless everyone and everything. We give love and healing to those who are in need right now, whether we know who they are or not. We say, God, do your work. Show up. Heal that body, that mind, that soul. Protect all our children, our teachers, our lawyers, our doctors. Let them use you, God, to guide. And we are open to receive. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Amen. And so it is. Good God morning, my people. How are you? God is amazing, isn't he? He is just, and I don't even like to put a gender on it. That spirit of God is so undescribable, like the almond joy bar, right? Undescribably delicious. Yes, yes, it is. So I am Rosa J, doing it God's way each and every day. And I come every morning, Monday through Friday, supposedly at 7 o'clock, but I was into my music this morning. And I was sitting right here. And then I realized when I looked down at my phone that it was 17 minutes after 7. Lord, where am I? What was I doing? I was in Karen Drucker's world. Karen Drucker's world. She is an amazing writer. She makes things so simple. We are gifts to the world, and we have to stand in our gift. Stand and be who we are supposed to be. So I am Rosa J, doing it God's way each and every day. And I come here, like I said, that's the only way I can function. When I'm off kilter, I can tell. So that means that I have to go back and or proceed into feeding my spirit, my soul, so that I can shine that light and not get all hung up into the world's craziness. What? Yes, that's the way it is. Hey, Wayne, what's up? It's good to see you. I love you. So I am coming in from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm at my older sister's house for Thanksgiving. And I never travel just for a weekend, right? Most normal people leave, Wednesday before Thanksgiving and come back on Sunday or Monday. I'm here until December 3rd. I must be crazy, right? But I don't see my sister that often. And so, and I haven't seen her family. My great nieces and nephews are in their teens almost now. And I haven't seen them since they were babies. So I decided to come up and have some time to spend with them. And it's been a great joy. And you know how sisters are. Sisters and brothers are crazy, especially when you get to be adults. You get on each other's nerves at times, but you love each other. So it's all about love. It's all about love. So we're here to share and give a thought to a book called A Course in Miracles, a book that I have used for over 11 years to get better with forgiveness, even to the point of forgiving myself when I need to. It's a process. We all get up into our head and our intellect about things, and we tend to feel that somebody's attacking us when they just don't know how to express that they want to help. That's what we do. And so A Course in Miracles will help you get outside of yourself and stay in that forgiveness mode. That forgiveness mode that can let the light of love shine through, no matter what. Even when people aren't showing up as God, you don't blow your top. You kind of breathe and relax and let them do their thing. And then you may come back and say, you know what? I bless you. And don't say, I bless you anyway. No, I just bless you and keep it moving. Because a lot of times things aren't your stuff. Things are just that I used to say all the time, I just happened to be there when someone needed to explode. If you spot it, if it upsets you, then it's probably something that you have not looked at in yourself that you need to heal. And forgiveness is the way to heal. Forgiveness is the way to become that loving light in spite of what the world is showing up as. So today's lesson is quite, all of the lessons are quite profound, but today's lesson is uh, love is the way I walk in gratitude. Say that to yourself. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. So, A Course in Miracles actually gives you a statement to say and remind yourself of what your intentions are, no matter what happens. So if someone comes on your job and or some one of your clients starts mouthing off, instead of mouthing off right back at them, in your head, in your heart, you remind yourself, love is the way I walk in gratitude. You may even want to take it a little further. If I forgive this, it does not exist. Or when I forgive this, it does not exist. Or forgiveness will change this too. Remember, forgiveness is the way to love. So today's thought or idea is, love is the way I walk in gratitude. And remember, guys, gratitude will take you through all types and series of everything. It just does. It just does. That's what it does. Love will take you through things, and forgiveness and gratitude will take you through all of the darkest hours of your day. That's just the way it happens. I don't know how it happens, but it does. And I think I can actually say that it works for me. And one of the things that I know, that we are not different. If it can work for me, guess what? It could most definitely work for you. But what I do here, I got some new people. Hey, Sharon, how are you? I thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing it out if you can, if you desire, if it moves you. So love is the way I walk in gratitude. And I'm not new. You're not new to gratitude, gratefulness. No matter what happens, be grateful. So gratitude is a lesson hard to learn for those who look upon the world amiss. If you look upon the world as evil and bad and crooked or all that, then gratitude can never come to your heart. You can't be grateful because you're looking at the world through askewed eyes. And remember, I don't know if you know, I've said this many times, Michael Beckwith, I love Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith from Agape. He says, you must look with the eyes behind the eyes, see and hear behind the seeing and hearing, not the physical. You have to go deeper. So when you see the world, you cannot see it in crookedness. I was listening to and I still love this person, but I used to listen constantly to Joyce Myers, and my sister still does. And sometimes, it's like that thing that says, you take what you need and leave the rest. And she kept referring to the fact that we are sinners, that we come here in a sinful way. And I beg to differ. I do not believe that we came here in sin. I like to listen to the story that Robert Kiyosaki tells about the angel's mission. I came here to show love, to change the world. I came here to share God's love with everyone. That's what I believe. There is no such thing as sinfulness. There are things that you make mistakes at, and then you correct them and you move forward. I do not believe that God created anything in sin. I think that we have to learn what our lesson is, or what our purpose is, which is to really show him to the world through all the muck and mire and all the things that may happen to us. We are sinless when we come here. We just have to remember that our main purpose is to shine the light of love and God, as Jesus did, as the leaders do, as those prophets and people who share their enlightenment with the world. So let's go on. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Do you think that God could create something that is not perfect? Something that already has everything it needs to expand, I can't believe that that's just that's just my idea. That's my feeling over the years. The most that, and we're going to continue reading. The most that they can do is see themselves as better off than others. When we see the earth, we always say, "Oh, I'm better than she." No, 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 no. You're just having a different experience than they are. And they try to be content because another seems to suffer more than they. Come on now, really? Comparison. Collaborate instead. And who could suffer less because he sees another suffer more? Can you? Is that a possibility? No, that's called judgment. No. Your gratitude is due to him alone who made all cause of sorrow disappear throughout the world. That's God. Be grateful. It is insane to offer thanks because of suffering, isn't it? Oh, I could talk about that, but I'm not. Let's go on. But it is equally insane to fail in gratitude to one who offers you this certain means whereby all pain is healed and all suffering replaced with laughter and with happiness. Nor could the even partly sane refuse to take the steps which he directs and follow in the way God sets before them to escape prison that they thought contained no doors to deliverance. Ooh, really? Thoughts are not real, all of them. All of them are not facts or truth. Your brother, your brother is your enemy because you see in him the rival for your peace, a plunderer who takes his joy from you. That's not true. That's not true. And leaves you nothing but a black despair, so bitter and relentless that there is no hope remaining. Now, his vengeance, all there is to wish for. Now, can you but try to bring him down to lay in death with you, as useless as yourself, as little left within his grasp as yours? That's not true. You do not offer God your gratitude because your brother is more slave than you, nor could you sanely be enraged if he seems freer. Am I jealous? Love makes no comparisons. To walk in love, you cannot compare. You cannot compare love. There is no compromise in love. There is no vengeance in love. There is no jealousy in love. And gratitude can only be sincere if it is joined to love. Can you hear that? Gratitude and love lock hands. And if by any chance you have this feeling of jealousy, envy, suffering, pain, comparison of another, then you're not grateful, nor are you in love, nor are you walking in love. Love has none of those. Look in Corinthians 13. It tells you all that love is. And sometimes it's difficult because our head gets in the way. Our ego gets in the way. Yeah. Man. Therefore, give thanks, but in sincerity. Let your gratitude make room for all who will escape with you, the sick, the weak, the needy, the afraid, those who mourn a seeming loss or feel apparent pain, who suffer cold and hunger, who walk the way of hatred and the path of death. Allow these people to have gratitude. Give it to them. All these grow with you when you love in gratitude. Let us not compare ourselves with them, for thus we split them off from our awareness of the unity we share with them. If I am grateful, guess what? It rubs off. If I walk in love, it rubs off. I share this with you. We thank our Father for one thing only, that we are separate from no living thing, right? Ooh, I got excited. I feel that spirit coming on. We are not separate from anything living. We are a part of it, and therefore one with Him. And who is Him? God. And we rejoice that no exception is ever, no exceptions ever can be made which would reduce our wholeness, nor impair or change our function to complete the one who is Himself completion. Isn't God complete? Didn't He make us in His image? Does that not make the statement that we are one? That we are the same, we are whole, complete, healed? We give thanks for every living thing, for otherwise we offer thanks for nothing. And we fail to recognize the gift of God to us. Thank you. And then let our brothers lean their tired heads against our shoulders as they rest a while. We offer thanks for them. For if we could direct them to the peace that we would find, the way is opening at last to us. An ancient door is swinging free again. A long forgotten word re-echoes in our memory and gathers clarity as we are willing once again to hear. See, just be willing. Be willing to hear the message of love and gratitude. Walk then in gratitude, the way of love. Love is the way to gratitude. For hated is forgotten. Hatred is forgotten. Who is this calling on my phone? Really? I have no idea. I don't know how to even deal with that. I have no idea who's calling me. I have no idea who's calling me. And I can't have it. So I apologize. That's my friend from Nigeria. So anyway, let's go. Today we learn to walk in gratitude, place of anger, malice, revenge. We have been given everything. If we refuse to recognize it, we are not entitled, therefore, to our bitterness, to our self-perception, which regards us in the place of merciless pursuit, where we are badgered, ceaselessness, and pushed about without a thought of or care for our future. Gratitude becomes the single thought we substitute for those insane perceptions. God has cared for us and calls us son. Can there be more than this? I was reading a post today about people who know that there is only God live happier lives. I posted it on my Facebook page. God is our source, unlimited in its giving. Open your heart to receive it. Our gratitude will pave the way to Him and shorten our learning time by more than you can ever dream of. Gratitude goes hand in hand with love. And where one is, the other must be found. Be aware of your thoughts, of your feelings. Move them into a place of gratitude and love. Mm, yes, God gives thanks to you, His Son, for being what you are, just as you are. He loves you no matter what. His own completion and the source of love, along with Him. Your gratitude to Him is one with His to you. God loves me, and I love Him. For love can walk no road except the way of gratitude, and thus we go who walks the way to God. So, how many of you walk the way to God? How many of you get the picture that gratitude and love go side by side? How many of you understand that life is so simple, but we make it difficult? Love is easy if we don't have all those angst and anxieties about what somebody is doing. Share your gratitude in love. You can't say you're grateful and hate something else. Go back to Corinth. And I am not a Bible thumper, but I love Corinthians 13, where it explains what love is. And then we just say exactly what the statement is. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Love is the way I walk in gratitude. I become aware when my head starts getting into jealousy and envy and all those things. All those things. Kid actually thinking crazy things. I just cannot. I just do not want to live in a world where gratitude and love don't go together. And it's not that I don't see everything that goes on. I just don't intake it. I just don't intake it. I change it in my whole feeling thing because I know I can't change everyone or everything, but I can change me and how I respond. And what I see is love in everything. And what I do is I forgive everyone for everything. Yes. So I want to thank you for joining me. I want to thank you for sharing this message out. I want to thank you for being and joining our group. I Am Affirmations. The link is in the description. And I want to also thank you for subscribing to my YouTube page, which is also in. This is an amazing journey of love and forgiveness, gratitude, joy. So I shall see you in the AM. And I apologize again for being late, but I am here all the way. I am totally in this paradigm. And I am grateful. I am grateful. Right? So let's listen to it. Little music for me, just a little, right?
Walking with grace, I know your face and I trust your hand.
I don't own the rights to this either.
Medicine woman, medicine man.
Medicine.
Walking with grace, I know your face and I trust your hand.
Root lady. I love music. Have a great day. You are amazing. You are love. You are gratitude. Yes. Namaste.
I believe in bending backward and extending my draft back into the messages and action.